I need an honest answer. Was I wrong for wanting one day of privacy with my newborn after major surgery? Because my father just sent me a bill for my entire childhood and then disowned me for it. My joy has been turned into a debt I can never repay. My baby's birth was not a beautiful moment. It was long, hard, and ended in an emergency C-section. My husband and I were exhausted, in pain, and just wanted 24 hours to ourselves before the world rushed in. We wanted to protect our peace. Pause 1. I had no idea that peace came at a price. When we finally announced the birth, my husband's family sent love. My father sent an invoice. He didn't ask if I was okay. He didn't ask about his grandchild. He sent a list of everything he'd ever paid for college, emergencies, my upbringing. It was a cold, transactional reminder that his love was never a gift. It was a loan, and the birth of my child was his collection notice. Then the attack began. A wall of texts. He called me abusive for setting a boundary. He said my husband must be controlling me, a classic gaslighting tactic. And then he delivered the final blow. He told me I would die on an island alone, that he was done with me, and to have a good life. And that's when I realized something terrifying. He wasn't just angry. He was asserting ownership. Because he paid for my college, he believes he owns a piece of my life, a piece of my body, and now, a piece of my child. I tried to reason with him. I apologized for his hurt feelings, but I asked one simple question. Pause 1. Why didn't you ever ask if I was okay after the surgery? His response was chilling. He said he shouldn't have to ask, that I should have just reported to him, that he won't follow any of my rules for my child, because I don't control him. My mother called later, pretending it was all a misunderstanding, trying to smooth over his rage like she always does. But I'm done. I'm done pretending his love isn't a business transaction. He disowned me to punish me, but it feels like freedom.
Hello, I'm Dr. Julian Reed. What we are witnessing here is a textbook case of a familial transactional debt, a core component of narcissistic parenting. To Julia's father, love, support, and even raising a child are not acts of affection. They are investments. Each one is logged in a mental ledger, waiting to be called in. The birth of his grandchild was not a moment of joy for him. It was a due date. He perceived Julia's request for privacy not as a boundary, but as a default on her emotional loan. His reaction was that of a furious creditor, not a loving grandfather. His list of past financial contributions was his attempt to prove his ownership stake in her life. The accusation that Julia is abusive is a classic, brutal DARVO maneuver: deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. He is the one inflicting emotional cruelty on a postpartum woman, so he preemptively accuses her of abuse to seize the victim status. This tactic is designed to confuse and destabilize the actual victim, making them question their own reality. The mother's role as the enabler is crucial. By minimizing the father's rage and acting as if nothing happened, she is complicit. She maintains the toxic family system at the expense of her daughter's well-being. This is why Julia feels so alone. One parent is the abuser. The other is the abuser's secret service. So the real question isn't whether Julia was a bad daughter. The real question is this: can you ever have a true family connection when one person holds the ledger? Or are you simply a debtor, waiting for the day they come to collect? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.